The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the face-to-face between Dereck Chisora and Joseph Parker. Brev. Actually, I'm going to stop. Brev. What are your thoughts on that face-to-face?
I mean, face to face. Listen, I want to see a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done seen it a lot in boxing. You know what I'm saying? The guy that talk that talk, and he go in there and he don't back it up. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, it's exciting, but let's see if you can back it up. I still got Parker. Parker gonna, whatever he said, pillow fight him the whole time. You're gonna pillow fight him for 12 rounds. You're gonna get the best shots in. So, you know what I mean? Hey, he ain't better than AB when it comes to the press conferences.
All right, G. I'll say Chisora is a close second, though. You know what I mean? Like, that face-to-face was entertaining for me. Because I remember we did a segment before when I was, like, clowning the truck driver that Parker fought. Mm-hmm. And Chisora, like, I didn't even know that the truck driver dude took the fight on 2 days' notice. That's wild to me. Like, you couldn't take out a guy that took this fight last minute. And so the fact that Chisora kept bringing that up and bringing up like, oh, you're just gonna run this and third. I think what he's doing is planting seeds in Parker, right? Where Parker's like, yo, I'm gonna shut him up. I'm gonna sit down on my punches and swing at him. And it's just like, bro, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because this could be the chance for Chisora to bring back his career. Well, actually, his career ain't really left because he stays in the UK. He a UK star. He doesn't have plans to leave the UK. And so he's hoping Parker doesn't come in and fight like how Parker did with AJ, right? He's hoping like Parker's going to try to shoot the fizz like legit this time and not be a boxer but be a brawler. And if Parker actually listens and internalizes what Chisora says, then who knows what might happen. But Parker has the skills to win, you know what I mean? And that's why I really enjoyed the face-to-face. I will say this, though. Parker needs to work on his, like, I don't know, like character development or something. Because, real talk, it sounds crazy, and then I know it has nothing to do with boxing.
No.
However,
I get it, but this
yo, he don't know how to sell a fight, bro. He's too polite, yo. It's just, I don't know what y'all eating in New Zealand, man. Like, a dude's disrespecting you, just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's
you know why?
I'm
because
like,
some people don't get into the
you're
love in hip-hop.
You're seeing the guy secure in who he is.
Yeah, I agree, but what I'm saying is, but that don't sell no fights.
No, but that's what we were saying. I said that in one episode. I said, why does it seem like it's turning in the heavyweight division to me? It seems like
It's
the
a reality
WWE. It seems like it's the WWE. It seems like it gotta be like, and everybody is not for the, the diviness and the games and the, the drama. Some people just want to let their fists do the talking.
You see, I would respect that if Parker was more like a Wilder or even like an AJ. If he fights where it's like, yo, you mess with him, he doesn't even have to say much, you're gonna get knocked out.
Well,
then I would be like, yeah.
boxer.
But thank you. That's what I'm saying. Because he's more of a classic boxer, it's like, bro, you need to do something to sell yourself. Unless he's in New Zealand, I'm pretty sure he sells out arenas.
No.
But outside of New Zealand, but outside of New Zealand, bro, if you want to be like that dude, you gotta bring the smoke. This is like the third time, either at a press conference or face to face, where I've seen Parker so polite. Dudes is violating him.
He's at the position he is by being him. He got to where he is by being him.
You're probably right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a gentleman.
Hey, let's not forget, Chisora has something planned for him at the last press conference.
Because Chisora, his outgoing personality only got him 9 losses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Like, during that face-to-face, he talked about how, like, the host lady, I forgot her name, but she said something like, yo, aren't you, like, worried? You know what I mean? And Chisora was like, we good. My wife, she knows how I fight, how I give it up. And I'm just like, bro, to me, what if he gets knocked out again? You know what I mean? Should now the UK say, hey, you know what? You had enough. You know what I mean? Because now at the face-to-face, he almost sounds insane. Like, yeah, I like getting knocked out. Yeah, like, and I'm like, bro, I get it. You trying to sell the fight. But at the same time, I don't know if this is real or this is entertainment, but you could die in this ring. And you talking about like, yo, I just want to slug it out. I don't care if I get knocked out. I like it. I'm like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, get your money, go back to your family. If you going in there hoping that you get knocked out or you don't care if you get knocked out, maybe boxing, maybe it's time to hang it up. And I like Chisora, but bro, you scaring me. During that face-to-face, I was like, yo, there's something wrong with this dude, bro. You know what I mean? Bruh, you need to chill, bruh. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's buttocks, bro. Yo.
I'm not.
Chill, bruh, chill.
When Chisora got knocked out by Dillian White, that was like the first time I was hearing about him. And then after like last week's antics we were talking about, he's kind of a funny guy, man. I like him, I followed him on Instagram after that, After he was like, he's a bum, he's fat, sloppy.
The savagery, you know what I'm saying?
He brings entertainment to the sport. Like, he was calling Joseph Parker out, saying, hey, you run, you be the truck driver, calling him on everything. And, he's disrespectful. He talks a good game. He plays the part. He just gets knocked out. He gets beat a lot, too. So, he's a bum.
How many fights you getting into?
Huh?
How many fights you getting into?
Hey, man, I ain't getting paid to fight. So.
How many fights you getting into?
How
many times you got into wars you had to lock in and throw them hands, yo?
Hey, man.
How many times?
Couple, not that many, but a couple, I got a resume.
It's like, I got a little rap sheet.
Hey. Let's be professional now. Chisora, you talk a good game, but Parker, he seems confident that he's gonna beat you when y'all face off. So, it was entertaining. You did your part. Parker was respectful. We all know what it is. Just talking, smoking mirrors. He knows how to sell the fight.
It was interesting to me. The reason why I found it interesting is because you have Dereck Chisora, who has like this character that he's created, who's just like carefree. I go in, I do what I have to do. It doesn't matter. And he was saying a lot of disrespectful things to Joseph Parker. But Joseph Parker, I would say he's polite. I wish he was better with the comebacks because only one person sitting there is the former heavyweight champion of the world. Chisora is still fighting to try to achieve what Joseph Parker has already accomplished. Dereck Chisora is 35 years old. Joseph Parker is 27. Already been heavyweight champion of the world. Joseph Parker has already been in the ring with, in my opinion, the best two heavyweights in the division. Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. He went 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua and lost unanimous decision. He actually beat Andy Ruiz, the man who has 4 belts right now. Dereck Chisora has never done that. His resume can't compare to Joseph Parker's at this point. Dereck Chisora, in all his step-up fights, took an L. He lost to Tyson Fury twice. He lost to Dillian White twice. He was TKO'd by David Haye. He lost to Vladimir Klitschko. So this is a guy with 9 L's on his record. He was knocked out in December. It's not that long ago. Less than a year ago, he suffered a devastating one-punch knockout to Dillian White.
And at that age,
listen, Joseph Parker went down, got back up, then dropped Dillian. The lack of respect he showed for Joseph Parker leads me to believe he doesn't know the caliber of opponent he's about to enter the ring with. This isn't Arthur Spilka, bro. Arthur Spilka was knocked out 3 times before Dereck Chisora did it. You're talking about Joseph Parker, 27 years old, former heavyweight champion of the world. He's only lost to elite level fighters. He has 2 L's, Anthony Joshua and Dillian White. Dillian White has already beaten Dereck Chisora twice. Andy Ruiz lost to Joseph Parker. Dereck Chisora didn't even want to fight him. When they said, if you beat Joseph Parker, the interviewer, she said, if you beat Joseph Parker, you have a claim that you should get a shot against Andy Ruiz because you beat the only guys beat him. He said, I don't care about that. To me, it's not about heavyweight. You know what that sounds like to me? You want no parts of Andy Ruiz, do you?
Yeah.
You want no parts of the Mexican Destroyer, huh? You don't want that. You don't want those problems. But somehow you just think you're gonna get through Joseph Parker.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter is, I like Dereck Chisora. I think he's very entertaining. I follow him too. I watch his stuff. I think his trash talk is funny. I think his trash talk with Joseph Parker is funny. But, there's a difference between talk and then sparking. Like, forget the talking, let's get the sparking. When it's time to get the sparking, Chisora's laid out in the ring after one punch. And let's not forget that. Joseph Parker's a young man. He's 27 years old. There's still time for Joseph Parker. When it's all said and done, he could still be the last man standing. We don't know that. Those fights that he lost were learning experiences. But what I can say about Dereck Chisora is he still hasn't learned. And if he gets knocked out by Joseph Parker, he probably still won't learn. But hey, that's why people love him.
Yo, but you know what's funny though? When you compare, because earlier you was like, yo, who does the most trash talk, AB or Chisora? I give it to AB, right? But the difference is Chisora talks hella trash, but he's loved in the UK versus AB talks hella trash and he's hated here in the US, and that's why people go to see him to watch him get knocked out.
That's a different reason.
But what I'm saying is the thing that we could all applaud about Chisora, even with the 9 L's, because you know how we always focusing on you gotta stay undefeated. Chisora is the perfect example of a heavyweight who doesn't care, and he still has fans and still has supporters cheering him on every fight. You know what I mean? And so let this be like a learning lesson for all boxing divisions. It's okay to let that O go, as long as you go there and you're willing to risk it all in the ring. Now, I don't want brothers getting brain damage or nothing, but
you know, fighting entertainment.
Exactly. That's the one thing I give
everything
Chisora.
in good taste.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of trash talk. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But to me, it becomes a time and a place.
Facts. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying,
I think he's an entertaining guy, and that's one thing. But can he? A thing with you can't compare him to AB is because AB 4-time world champion. Mm-hmm. AB was really putting people on their butt. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying is
and
due
nobody
to
knocked out Adrian.
but think about this. It's due to their characters outside of the ring that gets them these opportunities, right?
Well, yeah,
so
and it's different.
The undefeated record, what I'm saying, it works for both. What I'm just saying is, fighters, I feel like we're putting too much emphasis on an undefeated record. And it's just and then kind of the support what Nell was saying, yo, this is just cherry pick culture, right? Where it's I could do the great fight and risk my record. But what I'm saying is, but why don't fighters do that? Because they think once I get that L, then my star potential is gone.
I would just preface it. We're kind of going into a different discussion. But what fighter are you insinuating does that at this particular division?
No. What I'm saying, I'm saying most fighters
are afraid to let their old go.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to tell you is,
who? That's my point. Who? Dereck Chisora has fought killers. I named them. Mm-hmm. Joseph Parker has fought killers. I named them. Mm-hmm. Anthony Joshua has fought killers. I named them.
Chisora's just not good, and he lost.
Yeah. So
I don't think I understand what I'm saying.
So who are you saying?
I'm saying all divisions, which I just said.
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying all divisions. I'm saying we should use Chisora as an example that you can still have multiple losses on your record and still be a superstar.
No, there is.
You see what I'm saying?
Pacquiao has multiple losses on his record.
Exactly.
And he's still beloved. You know what I'm saying?
But I guess what you're missing is I'm asking you to name me a fighter who's not fighting, taking on these challenges because they're afraid to lose their O. That's what I'm asking you to do.
I know what you're trying to do. Please like, share, and
Yeah,
subscribe.
exactly. Deontay Wilder. No. Deontay Wilder. Because we can run through every heavyweight resume and you can see all these heavyweights are fighting each other with the exception of one, Deontay Wilder.
cherry picking.
Please.
Yeah, I promise that's wasn't what I was trying to say. I was just saying.
I just put out the hypocrisy.
man.
I just put out the hypocrisy and the democracy. Dereck Chisora has fought, like I said, killers, Fury, David Hay, Dillian White. Now he's fighting Joseph Parker. He fought Vladimir Klitschko. All those guys are absent, with the exception of Tyson Fury, from Deontay Wilder's resume, and he's been a pro as long as Dereck Chisora. So who's cherry picking? That's all I'm saying.
Please like and subscribe and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's about to go down. It's about to
Yeah!